iOS interview questions and answers. Beginner means advanced. Introduction. This is a structured set of commonly asked iOS interview questions with clear answers. It covers iOS fundamentals, Swift programming, UIKit and SwiftUI, app lifecycle, networking, memory management, architecture patterns, advanced iOS concepts. This is widely used for iOS developer interviews. 1 to 20. iOS Basics 1. What is iOS? iOS is Apple's mobile operating system used for iPhone and iPad devices. 2. What is Xcode? Official IDE for iOS development. 3. What is Swift? Modern programming language developed by Apple. 4. Swift versus Objective-C. Swift means modern, safer. Objective-C means older, dynamic. 5. What is UIKit? Traditional framework for building iOS UI. 6. What is SwiftUI? Declarative UI framework for Apple platforms. 7. UIKit versus SwiftUI. UIKit means imperative. SwiftUI means declarative. 8. What is an app lifecycle? States an app goes through during execution. 9. App states in iOS. Active, inactive, background, suspended. 10. What is app delegate? Handles app-level events. 11 to 30. Swift fundamentals. 11. What is variable in Swift? Var name equals John. 12. What is constant in Swift? Let age equals 25. 13. Var versus let. Var means mutable. Let means immutable. 14. What are optionals? Variables that may contain nil. 15. What is optional binding? If let value equals optional value, print value. 16. What is nil coalescing operator? Name, dash dash, default. 17. What is force unwrap? Access optional using L.O. 18. Why avoid force unwrap? Can crash app if nil. 19. What is function in Swift? Reusable block of code. 20. What is closure? Anonymous function. 21. What is struct? Value type. 22. What is class? Reference type. 23. Struct versus class. Struct means copied by value. Class means copied by reference. 24. What is inheritance? Child class inherits parent. 25. What is protocol? Blueprint of methods, properties. 26. Protocol versus interface. Similar concept in Swift. 27. What is extension? Adds functionality to existing type. 28. What is enum? Group of related values. 29. What is guard statement? Early exit condition. 30. What is generics? Reusable type-safe code. 31 to 50. UI and navigation. 31. What is UI view? Base class for UI components. 32. What is UI view controller? Manages screen UI and logic. 33. What is storyboard? Visual UI design tool. 34. What is auto layout? Constraint-based layout system. 35. What is stack view? Arranges views automatically. 36. What is table view? Displays scrollable list. 37. What is collection view? Flexible grid list UI. 38. Table view versus collection view. Table view means linear list. Collection view means customizable layouts. 39. What is reusable cell? Reuses UI cells for performance. 40. What is segue? Navigation transition. 41. What is navigation controller? Stack-based navigation manager. 42. What is tab bar controller? Bottom tab navigation. 43. What is modal presentation? Temporary screen display. 44. What is SwiftUI view? UI component in SwiftUI. 45. What is @state? Local state management. 46. What is @binding? Shared mutable state. 47. What is @observed object? Observable external object. 48. What is list in SwiftUI? Displays collection of data. 49. What is navigation stack? SwiftUI navigation system. 50. What is environment object? Shared app-wide data. 51 to 70. Networking and data. 51. What is URL session? Networking API for HTTP requests. 52. What is REST API? HTTP-based web service. 53. What is JSON? Data exchange format. 54. JSON decoding in Swift. JSON decoder.decode user.self from data. 55. What is codable? Protocol for encoding, decoding. 56. What is async await? Modern asynchronous programming. 57. What is completion handler? Callback after async task. 58. What is GCD? Grand Central Dispatch for concurrency. 59. What is main thread? Handles UI updates. 60. Why avoid heavy tasks on main thread? Prevents UI freezing. 61. What is core data? Local persistence framework. 62. What is user defaults? Simple key value storage. 63. Core data versus user defaults. Core data means structured data. User defaults means small settings. 64. What is keychain? Secure storage system. 65. What is dependency injection? Providing dependencies externally. 66. What is MVVM? Model, view model architecture. 67. What is MVC? Model, view controller architecture. 68. Why MVVM is popular in iOS. Separation of concerns, testability. 69. What is combined framework? Reactive programming framework. 70. What is publisher subscriber? Reactive data flow pattern. 71 to 100. Memory, performance, and advanced topics. 71. What is ARC? Automatic reference counting. 72. What is retain cycle? Objects strongly referencing each other. 73. How to avoid retain cycles. 74. What is weak reference? Does not increase retain count. 75. What is unowned reference? Non-owning reference assumed non-nil. 76. What is memory leak? Memory not released properly. 77. What is instruments? Apple Performance Analysis Tool. 78. What is lazy property? Initialized when first used. 79. What is computed property? Property with getter, setter, logic. 80. What is property observer? Detects property changes. 81. What is protocol-oriented programming? Design using protocols heavily. 82. What is singleton pattern? Single shared instance. 83. What is notification center? Broadcast communication system. 84. What is deep linking? Opens specific app screen via URL. 85. What is push notification? Server to device message. 86. What is background task? Work executed outside active app. 87. What is app sandboxing? Security isolation for apps. 88. What is app signing? Security verification mechanism. 89. What is test flight? Beta testing platform. 90. What is App Store review process? Apple approval process. 91. What is unit testing? Testing individual components. 92. What is XC test? Apple testing framework. 93. What is UI testing? Automated interface testing. 94. What is accessibility in iOS? Making apps usable for everyone. 95. What is localization? Multi-language support. 96. What is dark mode support? Alternate UI theme. 97. What is app optimization? Improving speed and efficiency. 98. What is Swift concurrency? Structured async programming. 99. What is actor in Swift? Thread-safe state container. 100. How to optimize iOS app performance. Cap. Avoid retain cycles. Cap. Optimize UI rendering. Cap. Use background threads. Cap. Minimize memory usage. Cap. Lazy load resources. Final summary. iOS interviews focus on Swift fundamentals. Swift. UIKit, SwiftUI. Networking. Swift. Memory management. Swift. Architecture patterns. Swift. Performance optimization. Key idea. Strong iOS developers understand both UI development and memory/concurrency behavior.